Hey everyone, back with some more BGA gameplay on this fine Sunday. No Gladys again this week, unfortunately, so we're going to start off with some Azul as usual. Might feel like playing another game. I'm not sure what else to play at the moment. Maybe a sort of shorter game in the middle here. Also might be having a special guest for the White Castle game. But we'll see. Okay, we're first player. 4 white, 4 blue. Pretty even spread. White's usually the most contested color. I think if we sort of commit to this in line 4, if our opponent blocks the 2 white, then we get like 2 blue for line 3 with first player. Hello Grok, hello Justin. Yeah, it's been a good weekend. Wow, our opponent actually just starts with 1 black, so we get to finish line 4, which is a gift. Hello Victor, hello Joel. Yeah, I played Azul Duel a few times on stream when it first came onto BGA, but I don't see it as that much of an improvement over just basic Azul. It's a bit more complicated, but that also makes it harder for people to watch, and I just don't think there was much interest in it. So kind of shelved it for now. Interesting. Okay, I mean, we're pretty much... What we want to do now is group up the 2 blues together to make it a bit more painful. Just secure our line 2, I guess. They're going to take that. Oh yeah, they're in big trouble now. Now we just group up so they don't get 3 things. So we take our 1 black. It's interesting. We can put it in line 5. If I put it in line 1, they probably take the 3 yellows and we're discarding 2 red. But if I put in line 5, they're taking 2 red and we're putting 3 yellows in line 1. I don't really... I think we just put whatever we have back in line 1, probably. I'm actually shocked that they took the yellows anyway. I don't think they're the strongest opponent. I mean, we'll see. I have lost to weak opponents before. They are first player and they get a gift with 3 black here, so... Probably are looking to get some white this round. Actually not a great tile distribution for us. They are hyper-focused, so I assume they're going to take 2 white if I leave it for them, but it's not really a great color for us. Like, we could go line 3 with it. Just aim to get, like, 2 blues for line 2, because yellow seems unrealistic to get. But sort of doing our tiles out of order at the moment. But yeah, if we can sort of make white a bit more difficult for them, that's good. Finish the white. Also group up 2 black, so there's the off chance that we get those 2, but if I was them, I would take them away. Oh, and if they do take... they're grouping up 3 blue, we don't care about that. Makes sense. Do we want to try to group up the 2 yellow? They should have no interest in it. I don't actually know what they're interested in at the moment. Yep, I played board games in person yesterday. I have a meetup. Well, usually friends come over to our house about once a week every Saturday. Maybe we just start... Sounds a little bit weird, but start line 4. Actually, no, there's a lot of red we don't want to get stuck with. Let's just finish that. If they take the 3 red for line 3, I think we're pretty happy with that. And then we just make sure there are 3 things. Or actually, we take 2 blue here. There are still 3 things left. They don't finish line 2. That's an important block. They take 2 of these remaining things. They don't finish line 2 because they've already got 2 yellow there. But yeah, we could put them in line 4 and just get some whatever back for line 1, maybe. Probably makes sense. Our collection is much bigger than it needs to be. But from the games that I usually play, we have Azul, we have Ark Nova, we have Harmonies, we have It's a Wonderful World, we have For Sale. We'll just make him discard 2 here. Yeah. Hasn't been too much yellow out, so we shouldn't have too much of a hard time filling in these later. For Sale doesn't come out very often in real life. None of our group really likes bidding games, so we don't play it often at all. Okay, here's all the yellow. Let's start with 3, it makes sense. We could take 2 as a follow-up. Then we're grouping up 2 white together with first player. I don't think they should be really interested in this, though. There's also only 2 black, 2 blue. Do we try to slow take them, or just try to group them up? Maybe we just try to group them up. Okay, we can start with, like, 1 yellow here. Yeah, it's the same problem of grouping up 2 white, but they can have it. No. We have at least 100, I would say. Just out of the ones that I regularly play on BGA, we do own those. We don't own White Castle. We don't own Terraforming Mars either, actually. Still don't think they're interested in 2 yellow. But I really want to group up these, but I don't see a good way to do it. 2 red is probably the thing that they want the most. I can't really block that many red. Maybe we just let's slow play it. If they want to deny 1 blue, they can. If they deny 1 blue, we get the 2 black. If they don't, we just get it anyway. One, okay, it makes sense. They're going for their column, so could take 2 yellow now before they all get grouped up. They're for sure going to take 2 red. I would have to assume. Then we can take our blue. How many things are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're stuck with 3 white if we do this. If we take 1 black, we get 1 of these complete anyway, but they're stuck with the 3 whites. Sounds better to me. They'll probably deny 1 black to start. Then we take the blue. So our column's going a little bit slower than theirs, but they are discarding a lot. They're still on 0, but yeah, they're about to score this round. They'll actually want the white. Maybe I miscalculated that. This will be a good scoring round for them. Should be a lot of black left, I think. Not much blue, though. We've used blue in a lot of other lines. Wow, 4 yellow. Yeah, if I was them, I probably want to start with 2 blue. Hello, already occupied? Then I think it's up to us to deny this. But the problem is we're grouping up all of the... We give up the blue? I mean, we just really need black and we can't afford to have it grouped up. Can even use this for line 2. Hello, Lionel. I did not expect the black. Yeah, they should have no interest in these yellows. We have some interest. Probably let's just finish this. I assume they're going to take 2 blue, then we take single white. Group up all the red together. Or single white here. They take single white anyway. They're going to have to discard either 4 red or 4 yellow. Also, yeah, okay, they've been neglecting their lines 1 and 2 a bit, haven't they? Oh, they can use the yellow up here. It's probably fine, right? They take 4 yellow for line 1, better than giving them 1 blue. We absolutely need this blue. And then we just take 4 red or 4 yellow for line 4. So we could delay the game another round because they can't finish a row, but I don't think that would put us in a better position. We'll see what the last round looks like. Problem is they're going to finish 2 columns, but they won't finish any rows at all. Two white. Do we commit to finishing? We take 2 white. I feel like we're going to get a lot of points here, but 2 columns is a bit of a problem. It's probably just white anyway. And then we take 2 blue with first player to finish that column. They take like 1 white. Oh, they take 1 white and group up all the black together. So maybe we take 1 black. No, they really want 2 blue though. They group up all the black together. It's a bit annoying. I feel like we have to take the blue. That's a shame. And now if we have to take this, we're discarding a lot. If they group up the yellow, it's okay. We have a spot for red and yellow. We just can't let them get 2 blue. We have to deny this blue. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. Can they get 4 yellow, which is a good tile for them? Nothing we can do to stop this. We get 4 yellow ourselves, but make them take... Make them take 5 red, which is a much worse tile. Probably did jinx it early, huh? When I said they weren't good. I don't know, it just feels like probably neglected first player a bit too much, but also I feel like the tiles just didn't come our way at all. Pretty close. We lose by 2. I think we do win that if... Maybe I can play the last round a bit better. Not having the 3 black grouped up like that. Crazy. They just went all out for columns and yeah, okay. Maybe giving him 3 white was the big mistake. Actually let him complete 2 columns. It's annoying because it's not how you're meant to play. You're not meant to ignore your lines 1 and 2. But they didn't get punished for it because I feel like they just like they hyper focused on the same column and sort of denied us finishing it for the longest time. Well, it's annoying. Not a good way to start the stream. For Ark, oh, 1400. I think we'll try to abandon this. 500 plus rating difference. And we have a great start with kiosk, with pavilion build on ice cream parlors. We actually want to hire a worker. Maybe. Ice cream parlor is one of those maps where you do actually get 2 CP for last worker, so might be a consideration. At the same time, no wreck animals does enough for me to keep. Seems like they don't want to abandon. Good thing we didn't hire a worker because we have a talented communicator. Did they agree to abandon? If Australia's a project and Australia release, but no matching animals. Bad rep as well. I just know they're going to be a slow player. I guess we go Reef for some upside, probably a Bear for some, maybe... Probably these are the most upside with release potential. Cayman, Australia release. Reef, maybe. It's either Reef or the Coati, probably. Engul's favorite zoos, not bad. Great synergy with Taco. I feel it's a bit redundant with Taco, no? Okay, no releases. Probably just start with a cards action. Not interested enough in a Rhino. There's a side entrance. Feel like maybe then we just start with a 4 size for this Cayman. Don't build a pavilion yet, but let's just snap up the side entrance. Guess Reptiles is a project as well. I completely blanked on that. This is no discard cards and money sponsors. Don't feel too bad about playing against money sponsors here. Don't even have to rush this, but... Yeah, we don't have to rush it because they are... Could probably just draw from the... Well, actually, what are we going to start with? Probably want to start with hand size in an ideal world. There's our release. I mean, now we can also start with a release. Maybe these reefs probably aren't staying. Can chuck a wombat straight in the 4 size if we want. Maybe probably better for round 2. It seems like they might be starting with a project. Given they're messing around, we might just grab hand size and just break. Especially if they have 6 cards as well. Probably just grabbing, because we have a lot that we want to keep here. 3 size. Hand size break 5. If they want to play an animal, we're definitely breaking it away. Although it does mean they probably get to snap side entrance. But yeah, we'll see what they start with. If it's Australia and that's a koala, then we definitely want to break away those extra cards that they have. Because it just limits how much they can pouch. And it's a toughie. Probably just get rid of the reef, even though it is Australia. Wombat's double project. Probably just want to grab second uni, get Talented Communicator down. Maybe start the round by playing Cayman and snapping up side entrance. They're going to start by playing their koala. Oh, they really want extra cards to pouch, so it's definitely a koala. But it also means we can have a shorter round if we want again, because they've done cards. We don't really want a shorter round, though. How big are wombats in real life? They're pretty small. Pretty small. They would definitely fit in a small enclosure. Wait, it's an Agama. What the hell? I did not expect that. I mean, this is side entrance on ice cream parlors. I think we're pretty justified in doing that. Maybe release into Koala. Well, it's definitely a release because they built a 3 size for it. Is it reptile release? If it's reptile release, we just blind counted them. True. Wombats aren't very needy. I don't mind building a 2 size here, but I kind of want to get side entrance down before this. But this feels really out of order to do it this way. I also don't want to do cards because then they can just break, so the answer might be just build anyway and don't worry about side entrance so much. Our money is fine. We can afford to build this and still play the Wombat. Yeah, so maybe we just go Uni, then into Communicator. Just 2 rep Uni. Could go Reptile Uni, I guess. Hydrologist is decent. I really hope it's a Reptile release. That would be funny to me. If it's Africa, could snap up the Rhino for that. Maybe they snap up the Rhino anyway from this reward. They can even get 2 size and draw it up. It is Africa. They take 5 money though. Could definitely be worth snapping up. Five money and upgrade build, though If we don't snap it up this move, they're just going to build over it, right? Now there's also a penguin pull in range, but probably go communicator into Australia Partner Zoo, maybe. I enjoyed JD's games. I think the second one was much worse though. That was the crazy sponsor one. That felt a bit wacky. I like the first one though. I think he had some very good lines there. They have one card in hand and they're building an aquarium. That could just be for kiosk income generation, but it could tell us that they have a fish. Don't think we know anything about their one card. In fact, they're not building a lot. Maybe they still have a koala. I think they actually do have a koala. True, or aquatic project, yeah. I find that one a bit less likely, I think. Probably just worth playing side entrance next move. I think that would generate more income than playing the wombat. Although it's probably close. Porcupine. Now, did they just... They did build a one size. I think this was the one card in their hand. I'm a little confused overall. They dig one card from their hand and that's it. Saw JD doing... Yeah, the double aquarium into aquatic too. I think that's not that uncommon in Marine World. Guess the next thing is we'll see if they hit a project with their cards action. But I like our position. We have good prospects on Reptiles 5. We have 2 Australia coming up. We have Rhino release. We have Australia release as well with the Croc. So we might start with a 5 size. Well, let's play the Wombat. Well, let's play the Wombat first. If we spend an extra build, we do get a card to pouch, but I'd rather have the X, I think. And we'd have to release the Croc first, so I don't think it actually works out too well. Then we're going to get a 4 size back. Hello, Osmo. Maybe Reptile House. I mean, we have good reasons to upgrade build, which is side entrance. Still not sure that we want to upgrade build. We also don't need to take 2 CP worker, I guess, so it's an option. What did they just do? Took science 2 rep, upgraded sponsors. We'll chuck down a 5 size anyway. Worth drawing up anything here? I don't think so. No, wrong spot. We want to put this next to side entrance. There you go. They spend an X to do cards, so they can keep all 3. Oh, they spend an X to snap up Gould Monitor. I don't think that's going to work out too well for them. What do we want? Snapping... I think snapping just probably makes it is the safest thing for us. That way, if there's any crazy cards, we don't have to worry about it. We'll just get animals up here. Get rid of this reef animal that's also Australia. And I think we just do cards on like break 5. You gonna play Gould Monitor? Alternatively, we could break 5 and then play Crocodile. We have Favorite Zoo and Diverse Species, but Favorite Zoo looks like it's going okay. Not the best looking native farm, but we're not playing Bard Owl Hut, right? Does match project. Yeah, let's see what sponsor they wanted to play. Diversity Researcher, that's a good one. I just kind of feel like let's break here. I mean, this could just be a good opportunity. Maybe I'm probably rushing it a bit too much. It's a good opportunity to spend our second worker at least. We still have some money, but no empty enclosures. Probably a good opportunity to upgrade cards. We can get... What's our Rhino project going to be, actually? Because probably not diverse species with this hand. So maybe like habitat diversity could be an option. I think we'll just grab Asia for now, get cards up. Hello, Harp Attack. Yeah, let's let him build and just break 5. Then we can start off next round with a Crocodile and hopefully another Reptile. So yeah, we have so many projects. We might not be releasing Rhino. Guess we can, but we have to release the Croc first. And before that, we want to get Reptiles first, so it's a bit delayed. Well, yeah, we can't Hypno either because we don't have the... Oh, sorry. We can Hypno because we have Ignore Animal requirements. That's interesting too. Might be pretty important to play the Hypno Snake, actually. Because that is our 4th Reptile. Just kind of forgot that we could play it. At the same time, we can just start off next round grabbing Reptile University as well if they don't take it. They build a 5 size. I think we'll still just break to even up the money. Yeah, I don't really want them playing a big animal either. Reef can go, probably Cougar can go. We might still play the native farm. Ah, see, now what are we most scared of? Also, Breeding Cob gives us Reptiles 4, so maybe that just makes sense for us to grab. We can even start off with a... Oh, there's Sea Cave. Yeah, we can just start off by building like 2 size, play a sponsor, get our 4 reptiles, snap up the Sea Cave. Now we just have a billion projects to do. If they want to snap up the Sea Cave, they absolutely can. Come on, side entrance, make your money. Yeah, let's go build. There's a chance we fill up map. In fact, it's looking pretty full already. Having said that, we don't really need to build too much more because we have all these access to great release projects. I think out of all these cards, Medical Breakthrough is probably the scariest. Just don't leave that up there. And then here we're going to do 4 reptiles, take worker, so we can do another project this round. Dugong. Oh, Dugong for Australia. That's actually really nice. We do get the player sponsor for money first if we want it, which I think we do. Yeah, it's even better because we have a better release. We speculated on this little guy early. And that gives us the enclosure for the rhino, so it kind of works out all nicely. Doing a lot of digging. We can't Hypno yet either, but we can soon. Reptiles, worker. Oh, yeah, they don't have a worker, so, I mean, they might break. Let's take player sponsor for later. I think we have so many projects we want to do. I'm not convinced the opponent has a lot to do without a worker. They're playing expert on Americas. Like, they can fully build and maybe play another animal, but we could potentially do a small build action and get some native farm value. Just, these action order doesn't really matter as long as we're getting a SOS higher. Just got to think how we would not cook our map doing this. Because we don't even need a reptile house anymore. In fact, we don't even need big include. We have 2 big releases that should basically get us to 100, I think. And a rhino project. So we don't actually need any more enclosures. So I think we can cook our map a bit. In the name of native farm points. Yeah, let's fully destroy it. We won't regret this at all because we don't need enclosures. They want a reptile house, okay? In terms of endgames, we will hit communicator, we will hit breeding co-op. Favorite zoo's still looking okay. So native farm next. X back animals. Or X back cards. 8 appeals good. I guess if we leave our map like this, we do have like 2 native farm end games. We can probably just leave a 12 gap here. And yeah, we can probably look to pouch medical Sifaka. Oh, we can also take extra shift. Oh, that's not really needed. It'd be good to stop them getting it though. Oh yeah, we still don't have a good rhino project. Habitat's looking bad if we release the Cayman. Maybe we do just take this because we're actually getting close to 5 herbivores. Yeah, I was just looking at that. It gets us to 4 herbies. Oh, sorry, it actually does get us to 5 because we have breeding cob as well. Now That's a no-brainer then. Get our last worker as well. Medical we don't need. Monkey we don't need. Cobra. If we release the croc, we'll be back under them in appeal. Probably should have moved animals down, because now I actually do want to do cards. Bit of a weird X-back. Yeah. I was just thinking that, Robert. We're going to sap one card and pouch one thing. Maybe we can just pouch the Cobra anyway. Now, see, I'm not convinced we need it, but we can just X some things back here. I assume that it's going to break 5. Probably start off this round by playing like Rhino and then breaking 5 ourselves, nearly. Not that we need that much money. Okay, Science Lab. Is the snap here? Don't want to let the opponent get that. Here's the funny thing. We can play it during the break and get 2 cards to pouch. Problem solved. Oh man, we don't even really want to pouch school tours. Yeah, I mean, we're not hitting the end game, so it's 2 appeal versus an action to get a few more points. Good point, Panda. The Rhino project is great for pouching. I think we'll just go single Rhino, and we should be sensible and take habitats away from them anyway, in case they have a Rhino of their own. Oh, that gives us the second science. We don't have to play Cobra. We can save it for if we actually get in range. In fact, this game probably doesn't have much longer, right? We just break 5, spend an X, do Crocodile release, and then get X tokens, look to cause the break, finish off the game with Herbivores 5. That should be pretty close to finishing. They have a lot of money, but not much empty enclosure space. They're going to do for Australia here, I guess. For Australia gets them up to not that many more points. They do have extra shift. They're about to get it. Gets them up to 28 points. And they take snapping now. They do have a ton of money. The good thing is they don't have that many cards. Okay, they get a fish. Still break 5 because it's in our best interest to have breaks at the moment. I wish this was Research Institute with the clever. Fortunately, we just got to keep cycling back all these useless actions because we just want to assoc and animals in between. I was thinking it could be reasonable to fill map because we do have side entrance, but it hasn't really worked out that way. So definitely do regret upgrading build. It did give us a couple more native farm points, but donating would have been handier for sure. They build another 5 size. I mean, they can score very quickly if they have the right animals. That will put them in Hypno range again. So actually, if we do a project, take X tokens, we can potentially Hypno their Assoc and do another project ourselves. Oh, true. We could have done pettings. Well, okay, but then the upgraded build would have netted us 1 point for giving us the extra pavilion, right? Checkmate. As long as they don't have any clever, we can Hypno their Assoc here. And it would be nice to find a second playable animal. Hello, Bob. Go on. Play an animal. Get 4 appeal. Oh, elephant's a good animal, especially with aquarium. They're actually scoring very quickly. Good thing we have favorite zoo, which is already 2. Oh yeah, we still have 2 native farm shields. Communicator shield. We're about to get breeding co-op shield. Nice, no clevers. Perfectly in Hypno range. Pretty good ability. Oh wait, we're actually running out of projects. Probably reasonable enough time to concede. I was hoping for a bit of a high ranked opponent. They weren't that slow, but it's not worth the amount of time to get +1 or +2. Even though they were very polite. Alright, on to Harmonies. Yeah, so going back to this, looking at our rank. Nemoax climbing again. We're just outside the top 10. 10 points out of it. I was back in the top 10 earlier yesterday. About this time yesterday, but lost a couple. Panda's back up there. It's a Wonderful World. We're also just sort of hovering around top 10. I mean, I'm more than happy to undo a thumbs down, but there's no system to sort of track that thing. So like if I'm looking at the leaderboards and I see someone that's I just come across someone that's sort of that I've had thumb down that's sort of 1600 or 1700 now, I will unred thumb them, but there's no easy way to go back and look at all of that. Maybe we'll queue for World at the same time. Don't really care the order of these. Yeah, manually would be impossible. I don't even want to think about the number of people that I've thumbed down. Alright, we found world first. One white discard. Most interesting cards here is neuroscience probably, but I think it's safer to start with the one white. I don't think JD is that good at It's a Wonderful World. So I would not go into the match expecting to lose, but he can obviously get lucky hands. Alright. They start with a nuclear plant. I actually don't mind that pick from them. But yeah, thankfully we do get a recycling plant from it. We can build it. They get an airborne lab, so there's 2 greens, unfortunately. We can't stop them building that. Otherwise, it would have been tempting to take the neuroscience, but here we probably just go like full on yellow. Maybe we do want to take the neuroscience anyway, because I think it's a decent card to have. But we're definitely eyeing the financial center from the other hand. We're eyeing the propaganda center here. We're going to get a white back anyway. They have to take the green. So we get the financial center. Just build this in round 1. Yeah, they're actually off to... The good thing for us is there's no blue cards, but I actually like their start. Then we have to think... Probably prefer to have an oil rig for later. Museum would be the other option, but probably want to start getting some black production as well. So build recycling plant, build everything else here. This is a clean start. Like if you replace Espionage Agency with a blue card, they have a perfect start basically. Super Sonar with Airborne Lab is a great combo. So we'll see if we can deny enough scoring cards from them. But they have good production and they have good scaling already. We have decent as well, but yeah, we also don't have any scoring cards. Hopefully with Neuroscience we can continue to win the green bonus away from them. Or start winning it away from them. Should be comfortable winning white and yellow for the rest of the game. So we also need financing and multipliers ourselves. They're going to be top priority. Second priority is going to be denying our opponent blue cards. There's one financing multiplier, so we're going to start with that. There's a lot of cards we're interested in here, though. Underground City would be a close second. Polar Base also good. Research Center would hope to get back last or something. Underground City, we might target next. Robot Scissors would have loved. Ooh, financing multipliers though. And not many scoring cards for the opponent. So then we have to consider, do we want to take away the Polar Base here? Because we also can use the blue for the oil rig, so I think that makes sense. They take Cryo, but we're not too interested in that because we already have Aquaculture. Next consideration, do we want to take away the Saucer Squadron? Do we want to secure the Research Center? We don't particularly need it just yet. This also gives us a green discard for potentially putting on Neuroscience. Think. They're almost certainly going to take Research Center. I don't think we... Maybe we get the Underground City back. Kind of fun. I said we were going to target a second and then we just didn't. If we take the other... Okay, if we take the yellow, we get Propaganda Center built, which is +1 production. If we take the green, we could get Neuroscience built, which is +1 production as well. We don't really need the green. At the same time, I also don't want them to take the Research Center. Because then they do win green against us. So this is just a way of getting our neuroscience up and blocking them a little bit. They do take Underground City. We get nothing too exciting back. Definitely don't need another recycling plant. I mean, maybe military base we could build instead. So keep for sure. I think we can get rid of the polar base. Get rid of 1, 2. Build the research center, build the military base, or maybe build the military base. Build them both. First thing we want to actually build this round is maybe the military base. Get some extra white production next round. Could definitely use the black and the yellow production though. But this way we win a financier from green, which I think is more important. Every financier now is worth at least 3 points. Maybe more towards the end of the game. Yeah, that's the thing. They're already producing 4 blue now. Wrong. But our production should start scaling a little bit as well. Oh, that's the great thing. With their underground city, they also get to finish city. So they're going to be producing at least 6 blue. So now we have to take away any blue card we see, because they just produce so much. Gravity inverter coming back would be nice. Could even look to build Alexander's tomb. Ooh. I still think we take away every blue card is just 3 points for the opponent. Teleportation would be nice coming back. Magnetic Train does score us a lot as well. Maybe we can prioritize this first. I don't like the idea of giving up both of these. Magnetic gives us a lot of production though, and a lot of points with the 2 financiers. Probably has to be worth keeping. We do get the gravity inverter back, so this would make not getting teleportation not as bad. The opponent might take it here. They choose not to. Do we want to take it? Or do we want to take King Solomon's Mines and use the yellow as well? I mean, they can build it, but it doesn't do a lot for them, probably. Not like a teleportation would. Underwater City we can probably build. Take a black coming back here. Maybe take a yellow. Definitely just need black discards. I think this is all worked out. Let's build the teleportation. The crystallium's very nice. Definitely build that. Definitely build that. Building the research center. We're going to produce 4 yellow, which is like perfect amount for underwater city and magnetic train. I don't think we're building the gravity inverter. Yeah, I don't think we produce enough for it. Finish off the white buildings. Yeah, they did keep all their blue cards. They're going to be producing a lot of blue. But we still win the green bonus. Still win the yellow bonus. And we have good flat point cards. We should have enough scoring. We can build all of this very easily. They're going to be producing 12 blue. That is enough to basically finish all of those. So our goal is still deny all the blue cards we see. That's the thing, they're going to be producing so much blue in the last round, but they don't necessarily have anywhere to put it. Garden is, that's like 6 points. They have one green card. Probably take away the 6-point card that's free for them. Space Elevator is a great scoring card for us, but it's pretty difficult to build with the black requirements we already need. Maybe if we get our hands on a giant... It's asking a bit much to get the yellow for the giant dam as well. I think we can also use the discard here. Okay, nice. They're just denying us. We already have all the scoring cards. Yeah, this should have been their first pick by 100%. Boo? What boo? Yeah, they're denying us more. So we'll just take away Parallel Dimension. We can also use the blue here. No other card really does that much for us. Giant Tower's good for them. Underground City is very buildable, gives a Crystallium. We discard 1, 2. We could use one more blue. Discard. We're going to get a black here. And then even Secret Lab is buildable for us. That's just a few points. And a Crystallium is, again. Yeah, so I think we're comfortably building all of this. Maybe I'm overestimating how much yellow we produce. I don't think I am, though. So build, discard, 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 discard. We need 1 Crystallium for black. We produce all the white we need. We're going to be producing 10 yellow. So we're a little bit short on yellow, but I think we have enough Crystallium to make up for it. And there's no way we can build this. We're getting 4 Crystallium in, at least. Wait, reduce 11 yellow? Oh, right, because the Magnetic Train is yellow itself. If they get all this done, we should be a lot of points ahead. Yeah, we even produce enough yellow. Yeah, we finish all this very easily. Don't even need to produce blue, just build it all. So pretty decent. 83. Those flat points will get them kind of close. If they had the polar base, it would be a lot closer. This is exactly like a game I played yesterday, actually. I produced 20 blue in the last round and had nothing to put it on. That's why they should have taken Ancient Astronauts. Though, to be fair to them, they took a Secret Society instead, which we could have also pretty easily built. So, I mean, maybe that makes sense. Ancient Astronauts is like 8 points for them, but a Secret Society is like 16 points for us. And we could have built it easily. We had 3 left over Crystallium. Well, okay, maybe not easily. I think we would have actually not been able to build it. Anyway, happy with that. How's the PGA thing going? Come on, Dwarven. I know that's not true. I did see you got timed out of the Ark Nova game, though. Or, yeah, the game ended because of time. Not that the other player timed you out. True. I mean, Underground City is 3 points for free. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, we found a Harmonies opponent. First player. What do we want first player? So there's the bee and the Arctic Fox combo, which is pretty good. If we take the bees, they're going to have to deny this. Otherwise, it's a bit painful for them. But also straight up like the meerkat. I think I'd rather start with the bee. And we just have a good combo for it here. So bee... We can start meerkat over here because we have potential to get it. They're either going to deny the meerkat or the fox, but they can't do both. And if they're not paying attention, we get both. Going back to the last game, that's why I like diversifying a lot. Because you don't get stuck in situations where I produce 20 blue and I can't do anything with it. So scaling is good if you find all the blue cards that you need, but that often doesn't happen. Okay, I guess we just go for our combo piece. I don't know though, Meerkat's looking pretty damn good as well. And I think they're more likely to take this just with how they've positioned these tiles. I think we just take the tree stumps with the mountain. This doesn't look suspicious yet. It's fun and... okay. It's a little bit greedy. At the same time, I feel like Meerkat's just straight up good for both of us. And if they put a tree here, it's very suboptimal placement for the mouse. So I don't mind them doing that too much. Because the mouse would just love to have a building here and then yellow, yellow. But now if they put a tree here, there's only one mouse pattern here for these yellows. It's a bit of a waste. Unless they're going yellow, 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 yellow mouse. That works too. It's fine. I'm not unhappy with getting the meerkat here. What do we want to follow it up with as well, though? Because we could pretty easily take the lizard, but they have no interest in that. So maybe it's worth taking the otter to diversify. Could also take the flamingo to diversify. Yellow here, yellow here. It's not really many flamingo opportunities. Maybe the lizard's just pretty safe for a couple of points. Can do a building here, straight down, building here. Green on the tree. Guess we're just kind of fighting for yellow at the moment. Yeah, we can finish 2 buildings next turn if there's no yellow. Now we're fighting for even more of the same tiles. Tree mountain. That's fine. We don't have much interest in trees anymore. We do have to be aware of the bear and the fish combo with the llama, so we got to see where they sort of position this. But llama's also not that good for them because they're already putting yellow cubes down with the fox. Oh, with the wolf, sorry, the wolf. Any yellow we're going to take on site. Fish is less committal. Not fish. Frogs are less committal than the otter. Easier pattern to complete, but less points. I don't really see how we're going to get too much of an otter pattern up here. So we were looking at 2 buildings. I think that still makes sense. Although we could just nearly finish our meerkat pattern. And start on fish. Also, the positioning of this doesn't really work for the bear, so we don't have to be worried about that. The frog. Yeah, no rush on the buildings. Yellow, yellow, so a mountain here would make sense. Water can start. We can have a building here in an ideal world, so we can start water here for a different color. That's what we want. Also, manta ray is kind of what we want. Too late for it. As long as we can get 2 more yellows in this game, I'd be a lot more comfortable. There's one. We'll take that. Okay, 1B. It's actually... No, that's fine. It's more important to finish the B. This is going to be a building over here, yellow here. Don't need to place any cubes. That's what we want. So I guess now we're looking at some green and water maybe? Yeah, red, green, water would be next. Okay, they're gonna finish the mouse pattern that way. That's fine. That kind of tells us they're going for the fish, maybe. But it's not a lot of fish points. We're pretty happy to let them have that. Unless they're going for manta ray over here. Okay. I like that better for them. Ooh. Do we take the yellow we desperately need I feel like... Thing is, they also kind of want the trees, but these are pretty dead for us. I think we're gonna let them have a yellow for now. They desperately do want yellow. This is yellow. This is just so this building scores. Can shove a green here. Still have at least 3 more rounds. Neither player's going to finish the game that quickly. They also leave the yellow as well. Kind of wanted to take what they were taking. Now that there's double green, probably does make sense to take our yellow with 2 tree stumps. Just finish some patterns. This finishes the bee. Gets another lizard. Finishes the meerkat. Are we looking at any other pattern here? I don't think I have to be worried about any patterns for them. But we have space now, that's the thing. They're also going to get space when they finish the mouse, though. Now, water wants to continue along here. These buildings score... I mean... like something like this. Tree. That could also be a building. Maybe we take building, water. We can finish in 2 more rounds now, which we should aim to do. Yeah, we'll definitely take 2 water next. Maybe we can just just have the water loop around this single green and finish the frog pattern that way. Yeah, that wants to be a tree. Ooh. See, that's a yellow I really don't want to give them. But the tree stump is so useless for them, right? The water's not even that good. Is that true? I mean, they want to finish off with a green. I feel like even if I give them this, it just doesn't do enough for us. I mean, they also want to have a building, so let's just take this. They can't finish, but yeah, we're always putting cubes on this anyway. Don't need to take anything. Okay, so I mean, this is probably an ideal last pick for us. Well, they don't even take the yellow. The yellow works as well. I mean, okay, maybe we just take away the building. Yeah, this building doesn't score if we do that. And we've finished. They definitely want to take this last. Yeah, they've run out of time to get everything. Is this our best last? Is this their best last? Probably. That finishes the frog. And these just make the building score. I don't think we can do too much better than that. So 3 finish animals and most of the lizard. They finished the mouse. They get half a llama, half a manta ray. They didn't do too well on the fox, so I think leaving this was a bit of a bait for them, actually. They also have all these empty yellows just sitting here, so I think the Arctic wolf baited them. It was the right denial from us. I just don't know if I would have tried to build it in their position. Oh wow, they're actually decently rated as well. I did. What was their arena rating? Huh. Well, they're actually higher than us. I didn't even realize. Well, I think that was a pretty big first player advantage, though. Not gonna lie. Alright, is Andrew here? He was going to be our special guest for White Castle. Normal. I'm fully expecting to lose this because Andrew's rated 624, but it'll be good to get destroyed on stream. And if I win, I have huge bragging rights. This is the thing that he's always complaining about, right? I feel like I should take this. He's always complaining about the Damn Lantern start. So I think I have to take it and proceed to still lose, but anyway. I didn't actually look at the rest of the board before I did that. Let's try to analyze. So the warriors seem okay. The 5-cost warriors. You get a courtier action, but the 2 birds doesn't seem that good. I don't know, this... What do we get? So we get a seal and an iron every time we do it. So, I mean, this tells us that we want to go into warriors. What are the actions as well? Starting with a black 6 would be amazing. I highly doubt we get that. The well's also not that good. It gives up food and a coin. So our ideal start would be black 6 here. I'd guess he's going to take that away. White doesn't seem that appealing. I mean, it's okay. A bird and 2 food, or a bird and 2 pearls is the other option. I wouldn't mind the food to start getting some resources with some gardeners. Yeah, I'd probably actually want to start with the white so we get a lantern activation. So maybe our first aim is white 3 on here. But ideally would have black 6 here. Huh? White 6. Huh. I did not think I'd see this first action. I guess it makes sense with a gardener action. There's a lot of cheap gardeners, actually. You can probably just spam this. That gives us more reasons to take away the black 6. So I think it was always going to be our move, but then Andrew always takes the white 3, I guess. Still don't want him to get 2 iron plus another gardener, which he can place. I think it's our best move. We can look at hitting this this training yard early. We have 4 iron, so 1 more iron and then we can place a courtier and get 2 birds. We have the pearls. We have enough coins. I think for sure he's going to take a white 3, but I don't know where. Okay, to place a warrior. There's still the option of placing a warrior here. Can't do it yet, so he might look to block it. We still have our personal domain as well. It would be nice to place something. So he just uses it to place a courtier. Oh no, he just goes to the well instead. What would we do with a black 1? Like, we probably don't need to worry about activating our lantern too much, but... Ideally, I'd like to place a gardener and a courtier and a warrior. I don't see how we're doing the gardener, though. If we use a lantern here, maybe a black 1, we could place a warrior, but it's very expensive. But then we can use the courtier to go here, get the food, then we can place a gardener last action. It's very expensive, though. I think I like it. Can also do it from our own board, but it costs an extra coin, which we can't afford. This is very expensive to do. But we need it to get the iron. And then to get the food here. Just hopefully we don't reveal a good white action. Because then he'll be able to use it straight away. He can use that, well. At the very least, we're going to be ahead in birds. We get to place a gardener here. So we'll just... Well, don't have a choice. Have to play 3 red. Dude. We're very broke though. We need coins, so I don't know, it's a strange one. Do we want the 2 resources or 3 coins? Because I feel like both are really useful. I feel like 2 resources probably has to be worth more earlier. We can use it to get pearls, because we probably want to hit this spot first up. Do we want more pearls? Just keep spamming courtiers or start getting some iron? We will have a steady source of iron. We're getting food from the well. I feel like let's start working towards iron again for another 5 iron. Takes food. Okay, nice high black number to start here. Looks good. Perform a courtier action. Do we want to get rid of... Yeah, we probably want the 2 iron here. And to take away this good action from him. Yeah, that seems a bit less appealing. There's no actual placement there. Places a 5. Here to place a gardener. Paying 3. That seems really expensive. I'm also interested in placing a gardener for the 3 coins. But our next priority should probably be to aim for another warrior. I don't know, we need a lot of coins. Could just go get resources this action with the white here. Gives us a seal. Food we don't really need. Not really many places to place a gardener. That's the only spot left. I want to keep hitting this. I want to keep hitting the lantern, but these are such low numbers. Maybe just hit the lantern here. It's probably worth more. The coins are the biggest issue at the moment. This gets us enough iron, but we still need pearls. It's running out of actions to do everything. Oh yeah, we can also trade seals for pearls, I forgot. Oh, we can also trade seals for coins. 2 at there. Jeebus. If we activate the lantern, we can just place courtier plus another double warrior. Right? Place it here, costs 1 coin. Just not very efficient doing one thing at a time. Okay, our bird track's looking good. Seals, get a pearl. Pay 2. What do we want next? Probably just go here and hit the lantern again. Every lantern is really good for us. Gives us another iron as well. That seemed like a decent place to visit. Start of next round too. 3 gardeners. Okay, we're gonna get 2 more iron from here. Don't have enough iron though. We could also grab more pearls. Now, scoring's not looking very good for warriors. Hey, we also have personal domain. Using a white here, we get a lot of pearls plus a lantern activation. Might have to do that one of our actions. Genuinely have no idea what the scoring is like at the moment. So, I mean, courtiers were pretty even. Gardeners is ahead, warriors were ahead. But he has more resources and a bigger lantern. And more actions here, so he's about to overtake us in scoring. These 3 actions are giving a big advantage. we can get enough coins, we can spend one of our actions placing a gardener here. Okay, we said... we just got to keep placing stuff. We want as many lantern activations as we can get. The problem with that is we're just revealing a better number for Andrew. Yeah, we can't even go here yet. I feel like if I don't go there, there's just such a good spot for him, though. I mean, we can place a warrior here, I guess, get a white action. Which can perform another warrior action. Doesn't seem that bad. What we need is pearls and... pearls and a way to place stuff down. Okay, we have pearls with our seals. So how do we place a courtier down? It's a lot of courtier points. 18 courtier points. Plus 6 warrior points. Plus a head on gardeners. We're sitting on 9 courtier points, but... for 18 warrior points, but no gardeners. Yeah, what we want to do is place a gardener with a lantern activation to place, spending all of our coins and food. I can't read what he's going to do though, I don't have enough experience. Has 4 food, so he probably wants to place a gardener as well. This seems like the only place to place a gardener. Right? There's no other place. I should just block here. Oh, there's that to place a gardener, but he can't do that. Take away white so he has a less of a warrior action. No, because that reveals that. I don't know, red or black. I don't think it makes any difference. Maybe leave red as a potential last action for us. We're spending all the seals here for pearls. We just don't want to reveal anything that could place a gardener, so I guess we just take here for another lantern activation. And then our last turn we can get another lantern activation to get more bird points. Yeah, that would have revealed a place to place a gardener. Places a 3 there to place a courtier. Where the heck are all these points coming from? Oh, every lantern's giving him 2 points. Wow. Last action. I don't have much to do. Well, we definitely want to activate our lanterns, so we have to put a white somewhere. I guess it's just going to be to place a warrior. A warrior's 4 points. If we get a white action, I don't think it does anything for us. If we move a passage, we have to pay 2 seals. Oh, we get the iron anyway, so okay, let's see what a white action gets us. Seal plus lantern. Another warrior action. Can't do. Lantern's just giving us leftover resources. I think that's the best we can do. Probably not enough. These are just 2 leftover points. And given he has 11 flat points, and more from using this 5. Well, let's see how close it was. I predict we lose by about 15. GG. Yeah, I mean, the difference was all in flat points. Just these gardeners giving extra actions. Like, 1 or 2 extra actions is actually a lot. Probably should have prioritized this guy a bit more. Oh, it seems really hard to place gardeners. And our setup is built for placing warriors, but it's hard to sort of accumulate the pearls and the iron at the same time, and then you're neglecting food with this setup. Maybe for you. I mean, I was just trading seals for everything. Probably not that efficient to trade like 4 seals for 2 pearls, though, just for level 1 courtier. But it's what they're there for. That was with the broken start as well, apparently. I think it's actually my first time playing with it. Oh, GG. Is today finally the day? Mad Cassowary just sitting here in 4th place. Not even, you don't even need, you don't owe anything because it was in friendly mode. Hey, SCD. Not like I lost anything for that White Castle game. It's just too quick for me to really process what's happening. So I don't think I learnt too much from it, but I'll look at the replay. I'm feeling good though. I think we can get into Gold League today. Making good time as well. Alright. Ooh, Cadma... I think Cadma was the person that won last week. They're definitely the one to watch out for. Bad reputation this week, though. We got Mike in, we got Andrew in, we got Oscar in. I don't know who Oscar is. Uh, this is a tough first round. I predict they're going to start with a 2. 4, 5, pass, maybe? 5 is a little bit risky, because if some crazy person bids 6, you are just screwed. If Oscar bids 6 here, it would be great for us. If they pass, we avoid the 2, which is also not bad. But then, oh, see, that's why I'm very hesitant to start, even with a 4. But yeah, we're definitely passing that. Because now paying 5 for a 16 is a lot of money. Even 4 for 12, or 2 for 12 is a lot. I wonder if we ever see a bidding war here. I don't think Cadma's crazy enough to go for it. The problem is if you're Andrew and you go for 7, then Oscar can just reply with 8 as well, so it's just bad position to be in. They pass. Okay, so that's good. The person in front of us spent the most amount of money last round. This would be a good round to start nice and low. Actually, that's a tough one. Are you serious, dude? 6? See, I'm forced to bid 7 here. Because the problem is, if I pass, people are just getting like 26 and 23 for free, and we'd have the 1 and the 2. So I don't think we get outbid for 8. It wouldn't be the worst. I think I'd prefer to win this, though. Yeah, but the problem is if it goes pass, then Andrew gets the 23 for free, which probably makes up for the first round a little bit. Okay, 8 means everyone's paying their fair share. Cadma almost certainly passes here, but getting the 26 for 4 is not a very good deal. Probably would have preferred the 30 for 7. But it's okay. It's a tough one. I almost feel like you probably can let the 23 go for free because Andrew had a pretty bad first exchange. But it's still a lot to give, yeah. The problem, one person can sort of skew the game in people's favor. Everyone is going to pass here. So we still have a decent amount of money. We don't have the best cards. I suspect we're taking a low card here as well. Oh, did not expect a straight up pass. I think it's always worth bidding at least 1 for. Five is reasonably safe, actually. 5 yellow has to pass. But then the question is, do we bid 6 for that? I think the answer might be yes. Try to snipe that 29 away. It gets problematic if Cadma outbids that, but I don't think they would. I think this is worth bidding 6 on. It screws over green a little bit. If this goes bid and then bid, then we just take the L. But yeah, I don't think it would. Not great, but we don't give stuff for free, so we'll just chuck 2 on it. Alright, in all my time playing, I've never been a fan of passing first move. I think even if you're only bidding 1k, it's worth doing, because you're always trading up. And you're always making other people pay more for stuff, and they're getting worse stuff, so I feel like almost always bid at least 1. Listen to these words of wisdom, everyone. From a qualified 200 rated player. I think Cadmitus has a bad internet connection. I don't think they're actually thinking, unless they are writing everything down. That would explain why they won last time. Well, we're definitely seeing at least 1 pass. We get a 10. That's okay. See, it's worth spending 1,000 to go from a 5 to a 10. It also means yellow gets a worse card. I feel like people are overpaying a bit here. I'm not sure who I think's in the best position right now, though. I actually have no idea. Maybe Oscar is. The thing is, we are going to get screwed in the last couple of rounds, I think. But the 1's gone, the 2's gone. We know the 30 and the 29 are gone. There's the 3. We might be stuck with the 3 here. In fact, yeah, almost certainly. Yeah, we are. Okay, can't do anything about that. If Oscar wins it, it's not too bad. This is a problem, like, now green gets a 17 for free. But we're not going to be last this round. Going to start with a 1. That's a pretty good round. I mean, we just go 2. I think we're getting the 18 for 2, but we're never getting the 27, so it's not worth bidding 3. 4's reasonable. Cadma always bids 5 here. 5 pass, 18. It's a playable hand. What we want is rounds with a high floor, so we can trade out 2 and a 3. But 29 is good. 26 is pretty good. 18 is there. I'd say we have like a dead average hand. And everyone spent most of their money. My prediction is that green does win. Ooh, I hate rounds like this. The 18 feels like it's not high enough, but the 26 feels like it's way too high. I think if we want to win it, we have to take a risk and hope that the 18 is enough to not get lost, but I really don't think it is. 26, we could actually get the 14 though, so maybe that's swaying my decision a bit more. God damn it, it was. 18 would have been perfect. At least we traded it for the 14. I mean, that's a good trade. Okay, this is a good chance to just get it over 2. We'll take a 3k for that. Everyone's going to be pretty happy. This is probably a good round to trade like a 10 or something to get 8k. Okay, everyone bid reasonably high on that, so I think it's a good chance to get rid of the 2. Ooh, Is this the round the 30 comes out? Is this a 10 to try to avoid the 0? Maybe. I feel like people are going to be hesitant to bid too high here. I kind of want to say the 29. Yeah, okay, there's the 30. Okay, we avoided last just. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. And the 30's gone, so we have the highest. We have the highest. We could just use it right here. I actually don't mind that at all. Get the 14 secured. Avoid the 2 and the 3. I like it. Go. Come on, people. Please bid high. No! Okay, 28 though. 28's gone. The 1's gone as well. So we have the lowest again. Oh, this would have been an even better round. Even if we trade the 18, we're not getting the 12, I don't think. So I think we just get the 0. Yeah, we would have got a 4. I don't know what's left. Can we maybe get one of the top 2? I hope there's not high numbers left. 8, 12. Oh, we get the top. Okay, we're definitely not last. Are we second? Ooh, I'll take that. Okay, that was definitely good getting the 0 last round. Oh no, we're 1 away. And we take those. Wait, what? I was the highest rated at this table? That's a close one. I feel like it was pretty even. I feel like everyone did pay. I think paying 8 for the 30 was a big disadvantage for Mike. Having said that, I mean, if he gives Andrew the 23 for free, he gets even further ahead. So it did keep the game kind of even. It was very close, yeah. It would have been so easy to just play the 18 and trade it for a 4 and then get... We would have finished last, I think, if that were the case. Yeah, paying 8 is a lot, even if it is for a 30, but... Yeah, Oscar kind of put everyone in that position. Even I didn't want to particularly bid 7 straight up for it. Oh, that's an efficient snipe. Panda is on the ball. Okay. This is the highest opponent I've played in quite a while. Where we are in Ice Cream Parlor's first player, at least. Species diversity, I hate seeing. I think we just take trading sponsors. Build over Rockwaters, not that interesting. I do wonder if he's going to take Hire a Worker. Oh, kiosk build, oh boy. Freaking kiosk build. I mean, I'm leaving it. We get build over Rockwater back because he took Hire Assoc. I mean, I'll take build over Rockwater. Well, 1, 2 for 2 Herbies. That has to be correct. Conference on Australia, but what else? Freaking Amazon House? Not diversity researcher though? That feels insane. Honestly, I think it's just... even with Australia as a base project, I don't know that I can justify it. But it's just so good to play in the first round. Where does this even fit? Yeah, honestly, where does this even fit? It goes like that over the kiosk. That's so hard to do, though. I mean, okay, we could just start over here and place Amazon House later over here. There's probably a lot of room up here. I feel like this is right. Just start with a 1 size and up it to a 2 size with conference. I know with diversity it's easy. Oh, there's also a dugong, which is double projects. Is there any world where we are? I'm lost for words. Is there any world where we do 2 Herbies round 1? Surely not. I think we probably just want to start with a university anyway. Yeah, the problem with playing Ibex is the jumping. I mean, we can also start with Australia Partner Zoos. Gives us options. Maybe I should have done that first move. Hand size, signals break. If we're starting a Partner Zoo, Amazon House is dead for a long time. Took Mark Animals hire worker, but didn't hire a worker. What's their endgame? Aquatic sponsored. I don't know. I feel like with Amazon House and we're kind of racing for species, it's just a uni start. Because Amazon House is amazing for species. Like, we have 4 in our hand. It's just getting this played. This is tough. This is a toughie. I mean, I can't complain about the hand. It's a good hand. So, I mean, we have a good line. We can play Conference on Australia, make that a 2 size. Yeah, if he breaks, snaps the dugong. I kind of expected that. I mean, it's very decent here. If he breaks 5, we can play double animal before he gets to... Before he gets to our play animal. Please break 5. Fallen right into the trap. He's gonna... This is a pretty damn good start, I have to say. And as soon as he sees the llama as well, like, bam. Oh, native lizards. It's almost snappable. I think we just need to draw from the deck. Starts... Partner Zoo? I don't know. Draw from the deck. I think we're taking 2 size reward. I think we're also taking 2 CP workers so we can start getting our rep up again. Do I care about upgrading build with build over rock water? We have 4 species. The only thing we know about his hand is dugong. but it's not really playable that early. Americas. Okay, do I think he has a release for Jaguar or a breeding program? Or he really wants the tortoise? It could be any of those. Wow, that's a breeding program. Ah, slow worm. Slow worm is king. That's also our 5th species. Would like to play it, but we don't have enough money. I feel like it's just 2 size enclosure though. 5 size takes tortoise. Really looks like Jaguar release, huh? Could be Muskox release, could be a lot of things. I mean, it's tempting me to take snapping to deny it. But it just looks really bad if it's not that. If it's a release, we also have a very good shot of winning species. I think we just start with a 3 size here. We get a bit more of an insight into what he does next. Yeah, it is the... I knew it! I had a feeling that, like, what are you supposed to do? Okay, so it's probably a release. It's definitely a release. If it's Americas, we can leech off it with the llama. It's going to break 5 after this guaranteed, so it might also be worth not taking 2 CP worker. It could just be worth taking 5 money so we can play the flamingo. That gives us a lot of income. Maybe just take 5 money, upgrade animals, get the rep up that way. Although money is so stupid, right, on ICP. I think it's just 2 size. But I don't mind the idea of upgrading animals anyway. Just gotta make sure we can play Mr. Slowworm in this. We can 2 size here, pick up like maybe native lizards during the break. Pretty good sponsor. Okay, Mr. Jaguar release. Hunts a guinea pig. Gonna break 5 for certain. Spending an X to get the rep, I think so, with Amazon House. We could also just deny the rear. I mean, it's a good 2 size animal. I like this though. We're close to getting this down. We have species 5 next round, basically. We get like hand size uni, upgrade sponsors next. That's the reason I kind of like picking up lizards. We can just play it first move next round. We don't want to keep pumping the break. And it still gives 5 appeal. Okay. It was always going to be a break because there are Sosa's low. So that's why we really don't want to start with a break 5 action. It's enough rep after we do animals. And it's going to be in a perfect position. We play the flamingo. The problem is, don't have a place to... Wait, do you have a place to place it? Christ. It does fit there. Okay, it fits. It fits there. Over the player sponsor for money spot, though. Let's get lizards. I mean, we could also consider building first. Building an empty petting zoo gets us 3 more appeal, and it's fine for our action order anyway. We can still afford flamingo. I think petting zoo for 3 appeal is nice. And then we also have the option of putting Amazon House up here. It definitely fits up here too. I think this is good. I like this. Yeah, okay. We can also leech off that later with the llama. Don't have to do it just yet. We need to keep the llama for the Americas tag, so it's important we don't do that. Takes cassowary and 2 CP worker. That's fine. Good native lizards, just accumulating the points. Okay, hand size, upgrade sponsors. Like our position a lot. Also, Amazon House placed here is going to get us another worker. Oh my, this is just brilliant. This is actually perfect. Oh, we even get another upgrade. Yeah, cards make sense because we're about to get a ton of rep. Pilfering. Oh, that's a good point. Pilfering would be devastating right now. We can't really avoid it though. He's gonna keep starting to push the break a lot. Want to deny the rear at least. What did he take? Also snapping. Oh, pay attention, you idiot. Gotta see what he snapped. Snaps bird breeding program. So that gives us even more reason to deny the rear. But he did take the cassowary. I think he's going to play cassowary double X back. This is the thing. He can cause the break, but a break is not even the worst. Like, we don't have to play Amazon House this round. It's fine. Okay, Wilds are large could be great. Deny that rear. Clownfish. We have 2 reefers. I don't see it happening though. You can at least get rid of that dude. Yeah, cassowary XX break 7. 90% sure that's what's happening. But okay, at least it means no pilfer. I mean, he might also just build. That could happen. Build? No X token though, so can't break. We're still 1 move, just a tiny bit short of doing a project. I think it just makes sense to X back. Wait, there's no point spending the X. Pavilion next to the petting zoo. I'm placing Amazon House up here. It's going to break away our worker, but that's fine. Can't change that. Like that. Now we can do that to get last kiosk during the break. We have 2 size. Looks pretty good. We have species 5. Into 10 money or ignore animals. And what reward do we want? I mean, also, what's his next project? I have no idea what his next project is. Oh, sorry, bird breeding. I still think he wants the money. I mean, he can... No, he's going to upgrade animals here anyway from 5 reps, so we just take the money. Was a large in kiosk. Not a bad idea. I was thinking just 2 size here, kiosk here, was a large there later. I don't know that I really want to market it. We don't need the enclosure just yet. Having said that, it does allow the croc to be playable, which is interesting. I think I'm fine if aquarium's dead. Yeah, that's the interesting thing. It makes Croc playable. Given we have a lot of money, it could make sense. I don't mind either line though. I think they're both reasonable. Don't need to drop the Croc here. What reward? I mean, we could snap it up. I just want to take workers so we can do another project. I think Panda's just going to keep trying to cause the break. I will also have another marketing here. Worker does feel kind of slow. I think stuff the worker. Let's just get snapping. It saves us from not finding the right cards. Take the 10 money, snap the Croc. Croc can snap other things. A cycle of snapping, if you will. I can navigate a map like this. This is a piece of cake. Okay. Here we go. Partner zoo into another project. Yeah, the bird breeding. So it's going to keep rushing the game, but I think we have enough that it doesn't matter. And we're even fine if he keeps causing the break. I don't think we need to get any partner zoos this game. Maybe we want Australia. But we still have another project even without it. So let's get some cards. Eesh. Did take ignore animals. And he does have Galapagos tortoise. He's going to play a dugong here. He's going to build a 3 size for the tortoise, maybe? Can't afford the tortoise just yet. Can afford the dugong. Should we maybe spend an extra grab Australia partner zoo because we kind of want it for the breeding program? He's gonna do this and break. Have to be mindful that one of the ways we will lose is if he can break quickly enough. But I think this unlocks. Oh, I forgot about enclosure expansion as well. Where can we... Wait, what? Oh, this, you idiot. There's Dugong. Brown spider monkey's gone. Hippo's not playable for either of us. Well, I guess it is playable for him. I'd expect him to break 7. The question is, does he have more projects to do? Does he have 5 Australia? We can snap up the... Oh, this is huge. This is actually a huge snap. We get the... This... Okay, he has 5 Australia. This saves us a lot of headaches. We just straight up get to market this immediately. And then we have a way of keeping up with them spamming breaks. I don't know that we ever get Africa. Everything else is rubbish here. Wait, export on Europe's not rubbish. We can't increase. Let's get that Tech Institute played. Oh, the funny thing is, no, we could increase if we played export on Europe there. We could make a 1 size into a 2 size, but I think it's more important to get the X tokens now while he's trying to rush us. These two are almost certainly never coming down. But we have projects to do. Moose is amazing for him. Moose helps his game plan a lot. Still don't think he's able to rush us though. Especially, yeah, with Tech Institute. Fox is going to help a lot as well. That also makes the Mamba playable. Kind of running out of spots for our enclosures. I don't really want to cover up this. Also think we can look for something other than another two-size animal. Do we just want to start with Expert on Europe? Because it does give us some decent points. And maybe we can trade for another X token. We can get 5 money. We can also trade for rep. But money is going to be very useless. Let's get rep because it gives us some tangible points. Maybe I do want another two-size animal. I'm a little bit scared of running out. Starts with cards because that helps break. Probably is going to take pouching for sure. So do we want to start with America's release? That's fine. Aquarium being dead is okay. And do we want to start by Xing back? He's going to play Moose. Something else. He's going to do Project, play Moose, something else. Going to do 5 Australia, play Moose. I don't know what. We could definitely take pouching here because stuff like the links and the monitor is not that appealing. I mean, we could also just chuck down a building. Might make sense as well. At worst, this would be for the links, but it can be for anything. Okay, sponsored looks good. Even aquatic doesn't look too bad, but sponsored we're close to getting 3 shields. What's he taking? Pouching? I think we have to match pouching if he does take it. Though it's kind of interesting to take worker in case he doesn't want to break. I mean, he's signaling that he's 100% breaking. Takes 12 money, so he's going to play Moose plus Tortoise. Tortoise plus Moose into break. We just do our projects. I'm not sure we're going to run out of projects. But Llama Release is a pretty good one. I mean, it's okay. I feel like taking pouching here just makes sense. Oh, true. He's missing an America's tag. 1, 2. I think we'd rather play Export on Asia, although it's worth quite a bit. We can find a better sponsor to play. Yeah, true. Maybe a Browns or Rhino. Wow. Rhino Moose. What projects though? Habitat diversity, I guess. We can probably spend an X here. We have Tech Institute, we get an X back. We have Fox that we're about to play. Maybe we just want to play Fox plus Mamba. No. We definitely want to play the Rhea because it gives an extra card to pouch. Play that Rhea. Yeah, exactly. Gives another project. It's not too bad. Build can get out of the way. I mean, he's doing a good job rushing. Like, he still has Rhino project, Galapagos Tortoise, which he can play. So he can potentially end in a couple more turns. At least we still have 2 decent animals to play. We can start off next round with Expert on Asia, ideally. These are unplayable, so I'd like to... Well, this is like the only card left to snap right. Everything else is dead. Maybe something else gets revealed. Research? Okay, don't care about that. Expert on Age is not great for us, I guess. Breeding co-op has an endgame on it. I guess we want to snap up. That's an Africa tag that's potentially usable for him. We also want another card to pouch anyway. Do we use this to search for a herbivore? I think we just prefer the rep. And we have enough projects to do without this. Okay, tech is nice. Yeah, pouching keeps our score ticking over at least. Oh, communicator, get in range. What the hell, man? Oh, wait. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Trade money for a rep, draw from deck, play that from range. That's huge. Now we can take X tokens and do 2 projects. Also have the end game on it. We can also get last worker reward. That's massive. I think he's going to start with species diversity. But he has to cause another break if he does that, right? Unless he has extra shift. I think his plan is to cause another break. We're just going to start with reptile breeding. Reptile breeding into X tokens. He has species because he has the breeding corporation. He played that. Our end games aren't actually looking that crash hot. We have communicated, that's it. Yeah, but the thing is, if he spent 2 workers there, can he do another project if there's already 2 there? I'm not sure how it works. I mean, he's definitely signaling that he has the Africa animal, I guess. He's gonna play Tortoise and Sunbathe. Yeah, I don't think he can either, that's the thing. It's not very clear how it should work, though. But I feel like he shouldn't be able to do a project. Yeah, unless he can extra shift, which he can't, because he doesn't have an aquarium. But, yeah, so we get at least 3 more turns. So we're safe grabbing the X tokens for now, then we play animals. Then we grab worker last reward. We also get to leech off habitat diversity, which is a better project. I feel like it's not going to work. Also got to make sure this doesn't cross us. We could look at adapt 3 on 16. The only... I think I'm fine delaying. Like, I could have ended, but after Panda plays animals and does a project, like, if I end, he gets to do those anyway, but after he does those 2 actions, he doesn't have anything left to do. So there's no rush for us to end. So we also have another delaying move with federal grants here. But now it's... I guess it's going to end with Tortoise plus whatever anyway. It probably... Yeah, it should end. But yeah, would we rather one appeal or a chance to get favorite zoo? It's probably not worth missing out on one appeal for a chance to get 3 more appeal. Does he take federal grants as a potential delaying move? Maybe. Nope. We can afford to spend the X. That's the other thing. Do we want to take it just to make sure Panda doesn't get it? I mean, 3. What else could we even hit? I think that's the only thing, though. I mean, okay, diverse species also looks like it's just straight up force shields, so it's probably worth it for the chance. Yeah, okay, there's diverse species, which we have guaranteed. Oh, we also have Conservation Zoo maxed out. That's also guaranteed. Okay, Conservation Zoo is the safest. Yeah, forgot how buffed it was. And yeah, we still have a delaying move of federal grants. Given that Panda has nothing else to do this round, any delaying move is pretty safe. Yeah, endgame's communicator. We're chilling. We're also getting last work from this. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about conservation, but yeah, it's also a really good chance we just get an extra CP. In theory, though, very hard to play against this sort of rushing tactic. But what made it work for us was Tech Institute was huge. Talented Communicator did help a lot as well. Honestly, just being able to have the worker and get the X tokens, massive. And then also the fact that we just had projects earlier. So we had the 2 size reward. And we knew what was going on, so he couldn't really rush us. Because we were aware of what was happening. Yeah, there's Galapagos. Sunbathe 4 and finished with something. If he chooses not to end, we'll just end. Because any further delaying move we have would just allow him to play like 2 more animals or search for more animals. Oh my god, I forgot about Conference on Australia endgame. That's huge as well. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that I kept that. I'm really glad I kept that. Hmm. Yeah, it's a good way to climb back into top 10. Hmm. I wonder what he was cooking up though. Taco was big. Like, tech gave us 4 X tokens, we're finishing with 1 X token. We would have just been a whole project delayed without Tech Institute showing up. Without a project, we lose like 5 CP, then it's even. I still don't know what on earth Auto was trying to do. At the same time, these sort of Hire Assoc games, like, you can see the power of just spamming the break, but it only works if you do hit the projects as well. So I don't think we can discount that there was the Jaguar release, the Rhino projects. I mean, 5 Australia was fair enough. He worked hard for that. Well, I mean, I think it just works. It just works even without the 2 CP work. It works on any map. I mean, we had a great start. It's credit to Panda for keeping it that close with our start. We had Ibex Llama into 2 herbivores, including causing the break before Panda was ready. Because he broke 5 and then we just jumped 2 into break before we played animals. And then we had Amazon House from the starting hand, which just helped us win species diversity and gave us a bunch of points and gave us the rep to get to 8 rep. So this was a pretty busted hand, yeah. Also, I need to remember the combination of Conference on Australia with Ice Cream Parlors. Because I completely forgot about the endgame points, but this should just be a no-brainer keep on Ice Cream Parlors. I mean, especially when Australia is a base project. But yeah, 4 endgame points, and it did give us some enclosure boosts. It gave us 2 appeal. We increased 1 enclosure. Yeah, I mean, I think the release was still great. Yeah, I was calculating the score and it's like, okay, we have communicator endgame and yeah, missed this one. It was a bit sneaky on my end because I started with a 1 size, so you probably like registered it as a 1 size and then kind of it's easy to forget that it's like the Conference on Australia makes it a 2 size and then bam, jumping. But it was a crazy starting hand. And it was a quick game, well, as was to be expected given that there were 5 breaks. Yeah, that's game of the week, everyone. We'll stop the stream there. But yeah, that does put us back in top 10, so I'm happy. Just crazy though. We would have to beat Panda like another 5 times in a row just to not even get first. Oh wow, Nimwak's actually grinding. He's just made another 9 elo on by the time we're done this stream. Huh. He is out there grinding games. Max 5 appeal. I mean, it's very good that it's max 5 appeal. It would be so ridiculous if you could get more than 5, because like on Ice Cream Piles you just keep pouching and yeah. Now every pouch is worth 3 appeal. It was also good that I took pouching when I did, I think. But anyway, thanks all for watching. Have a good rest of the day. I'll be posting the last of the solo games tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll see you guys on Wednesday for Ark Nova Wednesday. Have a good rest of the night. See you guys later.